We back. We back with the Stan, man. We with Mamamoo Stan, Paramore Stan, Attack on Titan Stan.
Oh, you know
just
me.
weaving. We saw, what was that? The Killing Voice we saw last time. That was tight.
Yep.
Man.
Yeah.
That was
really
like,
great. Really great introduction to them.
Mamamoo, man. They're lit, bro. The talent was there. Every song had a distinctive sound.
Basically, with the Killing Voice, it was like this medley of their, you know, their biggest hits and their fan favorites. And so today we are actually going to listen to most of the songs on that in that medley and actually hear the full song, so you guys can get like a good idea of, like, a good true idea of what they've got in their discography.
So, Mr. You said this was their debut. This was their first song, Mr.
Yes,
Ambiguous.
Yep, their first one. And people, it's funny because you know, whenever a rookie group debuts and has their first stage, that you can see the crowd being like super nervous. It's like kind of like America's Got Talent. It's like, oh my god, what if they suck? It's scary. Like they risk the secondhand embarrassment. But Mamamoo performed this song and everyone was just genuinely so impressed, and they got labeled like monster rookies. Like this was just a really great, strong debut.
Mr. Ambiguous, I'm hype. This is looking black and white. Bruno Mars.
Yeah, so again, as we were saying in the Killing Voice video, their earlier music definitely had a more kind of retro jazzy funk sound, and they turned it up to the max with this one, like to make a really strong impression, because again, this wasn't really popular in K-pop at the time.
This is what I thought Uptown Funk would be.
There is a boy, hello Mr. Mamamoo. 리더 체크린 난 애정 결핍이야. Mamamoo, 거기 Mr. Mamamoo. 찔러보지마 말고 저 질러봐. Now, 신사숙 여러분, let's get on with the show. Darling, it's you.
Oh, they're such babies in this song.
I know, they look so young.
I know.
Dude, the baby faces, bro.
I know, right? And it's like ironic because this is a pretty like mature concept compared to a lot of K-pop groups, but they just look so young.
They look like a squad in like a Disney movie.
Yeah. This is so cute.
Alright, you know who it is. You. Mr. Mamamoo. 왜 삐딱하게 구는 건데 마치 베레모. 사랑 까보지 말고 빨리 와요 내게로. 사랑은 쟁취하는 거야 불러봐요 세레모.
She looks completely different from when I saw her last.
She does. This part doesn't really work without the subtitles. So this is
this the story-driven moment?
This is like a real prank that they pulled on them. This woman is like a really respected kind of figure in K-pop, and she's. Hey, let's just for this part to end. And she's kind of like telling them that they suck.
This is
You'll see
real.
the fallout.
This isn't.
This is a real prank. This is a real prank that they pulled on them, and that's such a nasty thing to do.
And their first song, man.
On their first song, like I would have beat someone's ass if I found out that they like played with me like that.
It's a prank, bro.
Like they're crying.
Yo, they were in there. They were about to break.
Imagine like you trained for all those years and then on your debut song they're like, hey, you suck ass. That'd be my villain origin story.
Ugh.
Don Spike.
괜찮다면 박수 한번 쳐주세요.
Yo, vocals.
Solar's always gotta have a Christina moment.
Yo, that was tight.
Yeah,
Other than
great
that
debut.
horrible joke.
Yeah, I
Really
don't know
joke.
what
That is like, yikes.
that is so fucked up.
That was messed up.
Yeah, whoever's idea that was, like, you're going to hell.
The look on their faces, it was just like genuine fear. Like, what?
Because we've seen many of K-pop videos in our day. The videos aren't usually like this. Like this is like a different concept, like something I wouldn't expect from a K-pop group. Usually they're like dancing on like rocks and scenic backgrounds, and it's like they're
Yeah.
flying or doing some weird stuff.
Mamamoo really kind of spearheaded and built this company. This company did not have any money. K-pop, there's like these really elaborate sets and there's this really kind of like high polished look. So again, Mamamoo had to rely a lot on kind of creativity and simple concepts to kind of really propel them. And you can really see that here. Like there's like no budget. It's just like good editing. And
Yeah, it was
really good
black and
editing.
white.
good editing, good strong aesthetic. Like that's all they needed, because that's also all they had. So you can see the budgets get bigger as they grow, but the kind of fundamental of it really being about the song itself, that always persists. Like it's never really like the video like overtakes the actual song.
Were they put together? Like how did they even like come together? Like did they know each other?
So the two youngest members, Tweed and Hwasa, did know each other. They were friends and have been friends since like middle school. And they got into the agency, I think, around the same time. Moonbyul had kind of jumped around at a few different companies and ended up there. And Solar, because she, by K-pop standards, she was elderly, trying to get into K-pop at like 20 or 21. Typically
Pushing
they go
20.
Yeah, pushing 20.
Pushing 20.
It was over 20, which made it very difficult for her to get selected. And the RBW was like the last, RBW is the name of the company. They were like the last people who saw her and she got in. But yeah, the companies are the ones who arranged the groups.
That's the interesting thing about K-pop to me. Like a band, but I guess it's similar to like R&B groups in America. Like, they just take these like talented, or like boy bands or something. It's like a machine, man.
Yeah, it is. Also like groups like One Direction, that wasn't an organically put together group. So it's very common for this kind of assembly. In the West, there are groups like Paramore that all chose to be together, but in K-pop, it's like pretty much everybody was pre-selected and assembled. It's not as organic, but
Isn't that like we were playing in our garage? And
Yeah, no, there's none of that.
we were doing
but-
dance routines in our garage.
Yeah, but again, it's nice that with Mamamoo, you had Queen and Hwasa who were singing together when they were kids. But also the fact that Mamamoo has been around for so long at this point, it's like, who cares if they were not in the garage together growing up? They might as well be it now.
All right, what was the next one you wanted to do?
The next one was Décalcomanie, which is my favorite Mamamoo
Oh,
song.
French again, man.
Décalcomanie.
The French, man.
This song came out in 2016, so a couple years after. They're more established, they're getting bigger. And this is just, I really adore this song. This is one of the K-pop songs that I genuinely think, is flawless. It just feels like a big song. It's got this grand feel to it.
It's tight. The M. I just think of the Young Money symbol. It's like that was similar at the beginning of the Bedrock music video. We had that like stitched into something. Man.
Yeah.
Let's go with it, man. Didn't we heard some of this, right? With the
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, also speaking of Bedrock, the subject of the song kind of fits that.
Oh yeah, I got it. This isn't related, but Call Me Mr. Flintstone, I Can Make Your Bed Rock might be the worst bar in the history of music.
Room is the G spot. Call me Mr. Flintstone. I can make your bed rock.
9-year-old me disagrees.
Call Me Mr. Flintstone, I can make your
your
bed
rock.
man.
That's what they're saying in this song. Get ready.
French, let's go.
All the French.
Okay, yeah, they look older. This is grand as ever. What is this? Is an ad? This is a cologne. Buy cologne.
넉넉 낯선 너의 등장이 평소답지 않은 눈빛이 뭔가 느낌이 좀 수상해 지금은 12시 10분 전 점점 분위기에 취하고 눈빛은 서로를 비추고 흐르는 침묵도 끈적해 터질 것만 같은 우리 사이 너와 나 입을 맞춰
Oh, this is tight.
너에게 말을 맡겨
Okay, I never heard such a adult K-pop is what I'll say. She said she's about to cross the line you and I drew together. That's a
그때 예상했었지 여잔 촉이 정말 빠르지 이미 물은 엎질러졌어 우리 몰래 새벽을 만나 At that time 넉넉 지난 여름부터 밤낮 사춘기 소녀처럼 꿈꾸게 만들어
The comma bangs, yeah.
핸드폰으로 치명적인 비밀스러운 거래
this flow is wild.
This is so sick. This is so sick. Wait. This
Oh, the mirror shot. I've seen you tweet this so many times.
You see, I didn't understand that they could just take the actual glass out of the mirror, and I was so.
Yo, this is a wild song. This is great.
I genuinely didn't understand that they could just take out the mirror and have this effect.
Oh, edgy.
Interlude. This interlude is actually a part of another song they have, but it's added some flair.
I remember when R&B songs would do that in music videos, like it would break and a different song would play and then it would get back into the original song. Is this a white dude?
Yeah, also fun fact, he's gay. So this is funny. And she is like she's got the gay reputation. So this scene's very funny.
This is what, because every time you be tweeting about Mamamoo, it's always very lesbian. So I'm surprised to see them like serenading these men. It's like
there's this hilarious video.
thing.
Yeah, there's this very hilarious video of this scene right here with Moonbyul. Like she's like, "Get away from me!" Really funny.
Yo, this is like an anime. What is this? Is too much. What is
This
happening?
is like an anime.
Well, no, I mean like the editing. I'm not being racist. Like the editing.
That's not where my mind was going with that. But thank you for clarifying.
Someone in the comments will. Yo, what is this song?
It's erotic, it's sensual, it's all sex metaphors, it's all orgasm metaphors.
Oh, it's tight though. I like this song.
Yeah, you see? Okay, song's back.
This is such like a big song.
Was that not the best shit ever?
That was really tight, man.
Ah!
I feel like fully satisfied. Like,
Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
it's a fully realized, actualized, fulfilled song. Perfect build up, perfect climax, perfect chorus. It all works. It's all extremely, again, satisfying. It doesn't leave anything to be desired.
music video was great. I just assumed that they were all lesbians, just going off of that's just what I assume, going off of. So when I seen that first video and I'm like, what, Mr. Ambiguous? I'm like, okay, this is their first hit. Maybe they were trying to appeal to that audience. But then I'm like, hey, still with these men, man. So
Listen, Korea isn't you know. Listen, we don't know. I know about Buell though. Buell, I don't play about Buell. I know about Buell.
But this was a really good song. I liked every part of it, man. I never heard K-pop except for that weird RM rap.
A whole song about orgasms is pretty brave for the time.
I thought K-pop was for the children, man. I thought it was for the children, like Wu-Tang.
Wu-Tang is for the children.
I mean, it kind of was at a certain point. I got it. I first got exposed to it when I was a child.
When I think of like a K-pop fan, I think of like a 12-year-old. Like, no offense.
This was amazing.
Yeah, this song is fucking sick, and it's a staple on the set list.
Rap verses, man. Usually, I'm not a fan of K-pop rap verses because they kind of have the same problem that like Eminem music after 2011 has, where his flow is very choppy. It's like like I don't like a choppy flow where it like I like a smooth flow over a beat.
Yeah,
and she was just riding that beat well.
Yeah. And Moonbyul is very much known for having a kind of a very melodic approach to rap. Because I mean, Mamamoo is a vocal group. They're writing the rhythm, they're writing the melody, and so Moonbyul's not coming to challenge that. She's coming to complement it. And this song really stands out because she's got 2 verses. Typically, the rapper only gets 1 verse, and they get pretty underutilized. And I think vocally, Moonbyul is still pretty underutilized within the group. But here, in this song,
her rap
like,
verses were tight.
Yeah, they were tight, and they were like, "This is so good. We're gonna give you another one."
It wasn't choppy. I don't like the typical choppy K-pop flow. Whereas I don't know. I can't think of any examples because I don't listen to K-pop, but y'all
Trust me,
know what
there
I'm
are
talking
examples.
about.
The next one is Starry Night, which is the one you said was your favorite from the medley.
Oh, there's French subtitles, Polish subtitles.
This
They
was a
got
big
all the
song.
sub-
This is a big
Dude,
song.
Arabic. Hold on, Spanish, Russian, dude, Thai, Vietnamese. This was the We Are the World of they were going all out with it, man.
It's a great one. Great video too. Video is awesome. It's filmed in New Zealand, and this is the best advertisement for New Zealand I've ever seen.
Bigger than Lord of the Rings, and the Shire.
Yes, bigger than that.
What year did this come out?
2018.
손끝이 시리더니 벌써 봄이 왔네 꿈 같은 바람이 불어 곳곳에 여느 때와 다른 듯한 이 기분이 반가워 내일은 좀 다른 날이 되려나 어둠의 그림책 깊은 이 밤에 남겨진 달이 밝아와 빛을 그리고 있어 내 몸에서 너만큼 욕조에 물이 미련이 돼 넘쳐 흘러 한숨이 가득 그 공간을 채워 새벽이 찾아오면 혼자 남겨질 때면 Starry Night 별이 빛나는 밤 네가 왜 부러워 너와 나는 수많은 밤 나를 취하게
They all looking like wives in flashbacks in movies.
I mean, Solar is given just Daenerys right now. She's given Targaryen realness.
Yo, the purple flowers.
Yeah, the color correction's really cool in this video. The color grading. Woo. Sorry, Solar looks really good in this video.
This is a quality camera.
Yeah. They had a drone in a dream. Better than my eyes, bro.
우리의 풍경이 저물어가 현실을 부정해 눈을 감아 또 네가 보여 왜 아른거려 Leave me alone 무너져가네 Starry Night 별이 빛나는 밤 네가 왜 부러워 너와 나는 수많은 밤 나를 취하게 만들어 별이 빛나는 밤
That was tight.
Did more for New Zealand than Lord of the Rings. And Peter Jackson ever could.
그곳에서 나는 다시 삶의 길을 찾아가네.
This outro is smooth, man.
Yeah, this is actually a Hwasa solo song. I'll explain like what project this was part of after it ends. And see Moonbill's name in the credits right there. So a little bit of background on this song. This song started off a year-long project called Four Seasons, Four Colors, where there were 4 songs, for each of the members. They were each assigned a color, and this one, again, was the first one called Yellow Flower, and this was assigned to Hwasa. So that's why the outro is a Hwasa solo song. On each of the albums released for this project, a member got a solo song. So it was a really cool, ambitious project. This kind of saw the commercial peak for the group. Hip as well, but this was a really big era, really successful era, and also kind of formally marked their transition into more contemporary music. As you can see, this isn't really as jazzy or funky as the earlier songs.
The production sounded like if a Chainsmoker song was good.
Very mellow, but also very transportive as well. I always felt very immersed into this song because of the video, because it's so scenic
video. They were all looking like the dead wife in a flashback. When every time there's they're always standing, they're in bed or seaside or something. Stop recording me. They're always looking like that, man.
Stop, babe, stop.
Well, as the protagonist watches on his VHS. This was good, man. I like this song. These songs feel full. A lot of K-pop songs can feel like a gimmick or something that's not going to last. This is an extreme example, but something like Gangnam Style. That's that was clearly a gimmick song. I mean, it was the biggest song in the world, but
Yeah, I mean,
I don't think people are seriously listening to Gangnam Style.
Well, I mean, it's weird. I mean, Psy is one of the most prolific artists in South Korean history.
Oh, yeah.
He's got such a long career, so I'm sure that a lot of people were taking that song seriously.
Gangnam Style.
Yes.
I probably think so. There are way dumber songs that have charted in Korea. So
and America. Remember What Does the Fox Say? That was the worst song.
Remember the Harlem Shake? That was the dark ages, bro.
This was tight, man. Starry Night. Oh, what was the other one?
The next one is Hip. So we're kind of fast forwarding through the rest of the 4 Season 4 projects. 4 Season 4 Colors project. Even though they're all great songs, but we're gonna get into probably their biggest song. It has the most views on their YouTube channel.
380 million.
This song was released right after they won a pretty prestigious, or I don't know about prestigious, but a very popular music competition show called Queendom. So they had a lot of momentum and a lot of hype going into it. And also, there had been kind of these sort of petty scandals going on with them throughout the year, especially with Hwasa and how she dressed in Korea, how she dressed kind of was seen as a transgression in some ways. She was wearing her underwear visible, she wouldn't wear a bra, stuff like that, and people were on her ass about it. And so they kind of wrote this song as a kind of clap back.
This has 5 million likes, along with
yeah, this is
something million views.
Yeah, internationally, this is definitely their biggest song.
Yo, Arabic, Chinese. There's United Kingdom English and United States English. What is the difference? Is it gonna be like Utah or something?
It's gonna be color versus color.
You wanker. Hindi, Indonesian, Italian, Malay, Polish, Portuguese.
Yeah, they weren't fucking around with this one. This was a big song.
Turkish, Ukraine, and Vietnamese, man. They were.
Yeah.
No, I'm gonna put this in UK English just to. That's what I'm putting it in, man.
Also, it's one last thing. I would say sonically, there is no other Mamamoo song that sounds like this.
And Hip, UK version, isn't it? Let's watch it, isn't it?
Hip, we're watching Hip. We couldn't understand it earlier. Now we can. So.
Do it like me, do it 나를 따라 해. Kick it, clap it, clap it, 모두 같이 hip.
The production on these songs is always smooth.
Yeah.
This is tight, man. Is that some chainmail hair?
That spit shook the world. Let's go, let's go. Moving as much as I can in my very confined space.
Doing the confined choreography.
Literally, I have no room. Hip, 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 hip. Hip. Banger.
That was tight.
It was a fun time. They had this whole like multiverse concept, and it was a good time. It was a good time.
I'm not usually like you know that's all. I mean, that was good. I don't gravitate towards like real poppy stuff like that. Usually this type of pop would just annoy me, but this sounded like this was good though. Like overly dancey type of stuff is not my sound, but this was quality made. Like, this is not like the trash. I think their dancing is good, but I'm used to like K-pop dancing being extreme, over the top. Like they're doing flips and they're like.
I like the subtlety because I just want something just straightforward. I don't want something extreme where they're like flipping and flying in the sky or something ridiculous. I'm like, oh no.
It's interesting that you say that with this one, because one of the kind of really stupid criticisms that Mamamoo gets or would get a lot of the time was about how, you know, their choreography was always really simple and not super not super arduous, because they
complaining about choreography.
People, yeah, but here's the thing, they would do that. They would have simpler choreography so they could focus on their vocals, because they always would sing live. People would start saying that like Mamamoo just like couldn't dance. They weren't good dancers. So they specifically went for a song here that showcased harder choreography to shut everybody up.
And as someone that doesn't really watch music videos, I just listen to like, you know, usually a pirated version of the song, hip.mp3, LimeWire, whatever. Like, I don't care if it's like whether imagine if people would be like, you know, I love My Chemical Romance, but you know, those dance moves, like, is not it. Whether someone can dance does not factor into like how good I think they are, man.
You have to remember, K-pop, it's a lot of spectacle. The dancing, the choreo, it's all factored in. There's no kind of differentiation like in the West. There's no one like Mariah Carey who's kind of allowed.
She don't be dancing.
She's because she doesn't have to. She's not.
She'd be roller
that
skating.
way. That doesn't really exist. That kind of differentiation where, you know, an artist doesn't have to be completely well-rounded in all fields. In K-pop, you kind of have to be an all-rounder. The fact that Mamamoo weren't dancing the way that other groups were did draw criticism, even though that would never happen in the West, really.
The number of subtitles is increasing with every video we do, bro. They got Filipino one. They got Greek. They got Greek on here, man. They got the Greek
they're
fan
Mr.
base,
Worldwide, bro. It's kind of ironic considering how like they've always been very domestically oriented with their promotions. So this is a bit of irony.
Dutch people. There can be Dutch Mamamoo fans, man.
Yeah, fun fact, this song was released on November 3rd, 2020, which is when the 2020 presidential election started. So it was fun for a lot of American moves to kind of find escapism in this, because remember that shit lasted like 3-4 days. So I was like, oh fuck this.
Did we hear this?
Yes. This was the song they were promoting when they did the medley. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember this.
You can see just how much older they look. Like, they look like women. Violet Evergarden. Oof.
Anytime I hear this flute, I just think of Turn Down for What.
Turn down for what?
Oh my god, that you're gonna hear that. Fuck you. You're evil for that. This verse, come on.
These the set in the outfits, man, is crazy.
Yeah, bro. Right.
That's CGI Euro, man.
Da 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 da. Happy ending.
Yeah, it was tight.
This song, again, I mentioned in the medley, was kind of controversial because people were not used to Mamamoo doing empty choruses because they are so renowned for their vocals. A lot of people kind of don't like this song for that. I think it's fun. I think it's cool, and haters can eat shit.
You don't always gotta like blow with every song, man.
Very, very picky crowd.
K-pop fans, man, I don't get it, man.
It's interesting because it's a lot like those those emo fans who when they change something, they like freak out. They're like, what the freak are you doing?
Again, you don't have to tell me about it. I am so aware how the
Every
scene
time.
treats bands if they change their sound. I think there's something about K-pop fandom. It's just amplified, like the expecting sameness. It's literally they kind of want the same exact thing over and over again.
And over. I don't want that, man.
No one should, but
And you're-
people
they spoiled, bro. K-pop people be dropping as much as Drake. Like it'll be like every few months or whatever. All my emo favorites, Taking Back Sunday, they haven't put out an album since 2016.
in high school, my best friend, was an ARMY, BTS fan, and they would go on like a small hiatus or something that like lasts like a year or something, and she would like complain to me. Meanwhile, we were like year 3 into the Paramore hiatus, and I was like, "Bitch, shut up!"
Bands I know be taking like 5-year breaks in between albums just because, man. They all are
Just
spoiled.
because.
They all get content. They be interacting. They be on their little
Yeah.
variety shows. They be doing their thing.
They
man.
got like a
Like,
virtual novel or something out of nowhere.
yes, enjoy that you have even if it's something you don't like, they might come out with something like you may like later. Let them, for as much music that they drop, bro, let them experiment, man. Dude, I like the chorus. The chorus was good.
Mhm.
Yeah,
It was
I
fine.
thought the drop, the kind of anti-drop, I thought it was, I thought the cutoff was really sharp and distinguished and defined. And
I like the
it's-
choreography.
Yeah, the choreography was also really cool as well. I thought it was a good time. I don't know what everyone was so mad about. Like,
Honestly, I've heard more basic choruses from a different K-pop group. I've heard more basic choruses from them. Yeah, they be getting views, man. I'm surprised. It's like I just never hear about them.
there's this larger conversation, sort of, international promotion, effective promotion compared to like other groups. There's also kind of discussion of like, the death of the monoculture, just mass proliferation of subcultures. So someone can be really big without you ever hearing about them because everyone's kind of carved their own niche.
There's just so much content these days. Like there's not really like a global, you could say Taylor Swift. Like there's not like a Michael Jackson.
I would say those artists are holdovers from a monoculture era, like Taylor Swift.
Yeah,
She's not a new artist. She's been around for, we're pushing we're 15 years now. It's hit music the hardest, the creation of subcultures. I still think that there's like event television and event films that like everyone kind of congregates to discuss and talk about. But music, because streaming platforms are so the algorithms tailor to individual tastes, and fandoms form around them. It's like, there's all these like niche little communities rather than like something that everyone listens to.
There's no like Mariah Carey. There's no Michael Jackson anymore, man.
People like Billie Eilish sell out stadiums.
Yeah.
BTS sells out stadiums. The average American cannot name a BTS song, and yet they're selling out stadiums. These days, there's no limit to how big you can be without still really being mainstream,
Social media has also ruined the mystique of celebrity too.
Social
Yeah.
media
Like if
is
Michael
like-
Jackson could tweet, like
It'd be done.
Oh, he would be blasted.
Even say someone like Marilyn Monroe. If Marilyn Monroe was posting selfies every day and was tweeting, it would kind of ruin
she
the
wouldn't
mystique of Marilyn Monroe.
she wouldn't have that elusive kind of elite quality as much because
Yeah.
social media humanizes.
Just a wild night. They just laying on a helicopter pad.
Yep.
See, this is when I think of Mamamoo based off your tweets. I just think of a bunch of women.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3 밤이 깊어져 단둘이 밤이 길어져 12시 까먹은 문제야 일렐라 해 일렐라 해 One more kiss 밤은 깊어져
Oh, she blooding.
Yeah.
Brazy.
성이 난 야수처럼 울렁대 1, 2, 3 밤이 깊어져 단둘이 밤이 길어져 12시 이거 뭐가 문제야 일랄라 해 일랄라 해 겁먹긴 밤은 깊어지고 달빛이 꽉차와 일랄라 해 일랄라
The millennial Tumblr hat.
This dance break is not on the Spotify version, so that's interesting.
What, they just cut it out?
It's just not there. I don't know.
Yo, these outfits, man.
Yeah, those are some fits.
Whenever people are fully leathered, I'm like, you know they're warm. Like, the warmth.
Solar's about to just go off for the next 30 seconds.
Yo, that was tight.
It's pretty transparent to me that the song was designed with live performances in mind, and it really does pay off. This song is amazing live. The choreo is really tight. The vocals are perfect. Like, this is a great song live. In the future, if you watch a live performance of this, excellent, excellent.
I'm actually interested in seeing them live. I haven't been to a concert in a minute because, you know, pandemic and then like just life in general. Like, it's hard to get out to. When you're an adult, it's like, I gotta, you know, schedule time. Like, it's too much, man. I can't just be heading out to concerts like Phaedra would be doing.
Yeah, I am going to see them in New York. You see, I comes from my family. My family didn't grow up spending money on things that mattered. So I followed suit, you know? Like, I didn't go to see doctors.
No health insurance, but you see,
I didn't have
Beyonce.
health insurance. I didn't see doctors, but I did get to see Paramore.
Pay your taxes, man. I remember one of these times when we were on here, you were talking about you've never paid taxes. Pay your taxes, man.
I don't have to yet. I have not earned enough money to qualify yet.
If you're seeing Mamamoo, Beyonce, and Paramore, you got tax
That
money.
is not coming from taxable sources of income. This is a part-time job I'm working right now. This other Mamamoo funds are coming from other places.
That was tight, man. I enjoyed I liked the French, and I liked Mr. Ambiguous, and those were like my top two. I really like Décalcomanie was like, that was a hit.
That was next level,
that was
bro.
everything. Hip was it's just not, that's really not my sound. Like but I didn't hate, which it's a lot that I didn't hate it, because usually a song that would sound like that, I'd be like, I despise this. The French and Mr. Ambiguous was good. It should have been Miss Ambiguous. It should have been I was like, what's with the men? I wasn't expecting this.
Enough with the propaganda. I especially with the Décalcomanie. That video was propaganda.
Dude, there was men. They were in there. They were enticing all these men. I'm like, this isn't what I expected. I thought it was going to be a shorty popping out.
Very, very false advertising on their part.
I really liked, well, this is just because I'm usually not a fan of K-pop rapping. Moonbyul's rapping was a standout. It's only used like partially, but it's always like anytime I hear her about to rap, I'm like, this is tight. This is
Yeah.
this is it. And I still really like Kwasa's voice. Her voice has like a unique tone to it. Anything that's like screechy, whiny, you know, I'd be jamming to the Newfound Glory.
I prefer the word raspy.
She doesn't have a whiny tone, but like you know, I like a little
Like a little flavor to
Yeah.
the voice, a little off kilter.
little Midwest emo songs to cry to. That's
I am still learning the names. I'm not too familiar with it, but I was.
if you were on Twitter, you would know the names. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah. I'm a missionary, an ambassador. I'm here to spread the word, spread the gospel.
I mean, I don't think it'll happen, but like if they do release a trash song and we start trashing it on here, I know the haters will come, but it hasn't happened yet.
I mean,
we
well,
gonna keep it
thankfully-
real, man.
well, I mean, I will try to be here to mitigate the damage. If you start trashing it, I'll be here to defend it.
I don't see them releasing like something I would consider trash, you know, like a certain group, but it's good, man. I like it. They're pretty good. They're talented.
I feel like you got a good idea of Mamamoo's discography today. So I'm excited. I feel like I'm doing my work as a missionary, as a Mamamoo missionary. I also have made a couple of videos about Mamamoo on my YouTube channel. The best one is about Shutdown. Oh wait, fuck. Mamamoo are going on tour. This is just they're not in this part. This is just me. Mamamoo are touring the United States this summer. Tickets available now on Ticketmaster. See you guys there. Bye.
No, I'm still